You know, recently I've been thinking about about cars. And, we're always driving cars all the time. You know, just the other day I drove in a car. But the thing is that we take cars for granted. You know, even 1,000 years ago, we didn't have cars, we didn't have horses. Or maybe we did, but then after that, we had a horse, maybe more than one horse. But we didn't have a car. But you know what's weird? Nowadays, now that we have the car, and we're using the car so much, we think the horses are weird. But really, the horse should be the less weird one, because it's the horse is more normal than a car. But still we think, oh, the car is normal. I see 10 cars a day, and I see 0 horses a day, unless you're really into horses. And I'm not into horses. I think they're weird. Their faces are too long, and they appear in my nightmares. And they're very scary, but you know what? Cars appear in my dreams, and I'm always driving cars in my dreams. And really, that should be more weird, because horses are natural, or so they say. I won't get into that, but cars, we think cars are normal, but really, they were made by humans from weird stuff that it shouldn't even exist. And I think that's what's important. Most people, they don't even know how a car works. I don't know how a car works. Maybe that's why they're in my dreams. There's dreamlike as pixies, or the ability to fly. They're as mystical as the car, but a horse. We're basically like a horse, except we've got less hair, not as big. Actually, no, I know some guys that are as big as horses. But apart from that, they're not as hairy as horses. You'll never find a guy as big and as hairy as a horse. But still, the horses are more natural than cars. But horses are weirder than cars to the ordinary person. You're on the road driving a car and you see the 9 other cars. You think if you saw 9 horses, you would think, wow, that's weird. That's weird. But even though horses are in the kingdom of animals, just like us. And then who are we to look at our horse brothers and think, damn, those are weird. What they do, But I think most people do that, even though it's weird. It's bizarre. And I think a lot of things are bizarre, like cars. Cars are so bizarre. Does anybody even know how a car works? Same as planes. Nobody knows how planes work. I've yet to meet one person, not even one person, that knows what a plane is, how they work, how a plane works. We put our blind faith into a plane, but how does it even do that? How does it even fly? I don't get it. I don't get it. And sorry, I'm getting a bit heated. I'm getting a bit heated. Sorry. Hey, that's one thing. That's one thing that I think. How does the car turn heat into movement? Maybe that's why they're in my dreams so much. It's mystical. But not as mystical as the horse. Because in some ways, the horse is more mysterious than the car. You know, the horse turns food into movement. How does it do that? Nobody knows. But we know, I think there are some people out there that know how a car turns petrol into movement, you know? Someone has to make the car. The only thing that makes horses is other horses. And we can never talk to the horses. We can never talk to them. We can never talk to the horses. We can never understand what's going on in their mind when they make another horse. Well, we can ask an engineer, you know, how do you make a car? And they'll answer, even if, you know, they're a bit weird. You know, even if I don't understand it, they do. But nobody understands a horse. So maybe it is right. Maybe we are right to think, wow, horses are weird. But then, you know, do people know how to make other people? Maybe not. Humans and horses are actually very similar. You know, both start with H. Both have eyes. That's one of them. But the thing is, humans and horses aren't in my dreams. That's another similarity. But you know what is? Cars and cows. So maybe the secret here is a letter C, because you see it in your brain, but you don't see horses or humans in your brain because they do not have the letter C in them. So you can't see them. You can't see horse. You can't see a horse because they do not see the S. You know, this is really, really complicated, high-level thinking. I don't think people think about this enough. And you know, I'm not like the cows. You know, how do they do what they do? You know, how do they make milk? How do they moo? You know, I can moo. I won't do it, but I can moo. But how does a cow moo? Does a cow know what a moo is? I think probably not, you know? Maybe we just hear as a moo because we don't understand what they're saying. Maybe there's a secret cow language they use to communicate their secrets, like how to make milk, how to moo, how to walk around on four legs, you know? For humans, for people like us, humans, people, we have to learn how to do all those things, you know? But maybe cows, they can tell each other how to do those things. So maybe we need to become more like cows. Maybe we need to eat grass. Maybe we need to grow spots all over our body. Maybe we need to get fur all over our body. You know, maybe that's how cows and horses are similar. You know, they have fur all over their body, unless you shave them. But that probably takes away their ability to communicate. What if we put an engine in a cow or a horse? Maybe that would be twice the cow, twice the horse. Think of how fast a horse combined with another horse could go. That's two horsepowers in one horse. You know, isn't that peculiar? Think of that. Wouldn't that be weird? The fastest horse. How many horses could you put in one horse before it's not even a horse and it becomes a car? You know? How many horses do we need to make a wheel? You know, I don't think science has answers to these questions. Maybe that's where science fails us, you know? It's always more research. We need more money. You know, what are they doing with that money? Making horse wheels? That's stupid. We already have horses. We already have cars. Why do we need horse wheels for made out of horses to make them go faster? I think it's stupid and dumb and stupid, and most of all dumb. If I was a horse, I wouldn't want to be turned into a wheel. And if I was a car, I wouldn't want to be a horse. Wouldn't want to have one horse near me. Matter of fact, I would like no horses if I was a car. Because that's like, they're competing. They're competing with my role as a car. But I'm not a car. I'm human. And I get to choose between horse and car and cow. And you know, every day of the week, I would choose car. Because I have a car and I don't have a horse and I don't have a cow. So really,
I love
don't really have
audio
much of a choice.
podcast.